I would love it if this movie plays a part in getting rid of the stigma around HIV. Not necessarily misinformation, but there's just a lot of kind of like ignorance. It's conversations that need to be had more, and conversations that need to be had with young people. During sex ed at school, I was never ever taught about HIV specifically. I was never talked about. Gay sex was never spoken about.
I really want people who aren't educated in this to know that like HIV is no longer a death sentence in our modern world with access to healthcare, and that we have to help fight the shame and stigma.
I wasn't really exposed to queer culture as a kid. And yeah, I definitely think that that's something that I wish that I had. I think that queer culture was something that I found later.
I want people to feel less alone. If this helps kids see themselves on screen, especially queer kids, that would be like the joy of my life.
Me and pretty much all of my friends are all on PrEP, and we all talk about being on PrEP. And you know, that's been such a kind of life-changing medication for so many people. I think that that's something that a lot of LGBT people are aware of, but I still feel like there's you know, this huge stigma, and I still think it definitely needs to be spoken about more.
And I just want, you know, people to realize that the things that make them different make them super special and necessary and crucial.
When I was growing up, I remember the 2, maybe 3 times I saw like queer stories in TV and film. And I remember it being a very, very, very formative experience for me. You know, it's like flicking through the channels late at night and seeing Queer as Folk, yeah, or Degrassi. Those were kind of like these rare moments that that I remember felt so kind of like private to me, that I was like, oh my God, I need to watch this in like the middle of the night, you know?